Hello, my dear students. This video is just a correction of the previous video on demand, which I uploaded today at 7 a.m. At the middle of the video, nearly 8 minutes after 8 minutes 40 seconds, the sound had disappeared. One of my students called me and he informed me about the errors. So I thought to prepare the videos after 8 minutes. So, while discussing the two factors affecting individual demand of a commodity, the video sound has disappeared. So, I will again start from the factors affecting individual demand of a commodity. The two factors affecting individual demand of a commodity is price of the commodity. So, price of the commodity is one of the most important factors that affect the individual demand of a commodity. There exists inverse relation between the price of the commodity and its quantity demanded, okay, and income of the individual. So income of the individual is also one of the important factor affecting the demand of a commodity. Usually, there is a direct or positive relation between money income of the consumer and its quantity demanded. But if the goods is inferior goods, then there exists inverse relationship. So let's look question number 5. Uh, State the law of demand. It is very important question. It was asked in 2016, 2019, and 2024. So we know that there are many factors affecting the demand for a commodity. So law of demand consider only the price and the demand. So we have to start with the sentence like or a phrase like other things remaining constant or ceteris paribus. The law of demand states inverse or negative or indirect relation between price of a commodity and its quantity demanded. It means when price of a commodity increases, its quantity demanded decreases, and when price of a commodity decreases, its quantity demanded increases. When price decreases, demand increases. When price increases, demand decreases. Okay, so this law was first stated by Professor Marshall, and this law is also known as Marshallian law of demand. So if you see question number 6, what do you mean by inferior goods? HS 2016 and 18. See, inferior goods are those goods where we find indirect relation between money income and demand for a commodity. When demand for a commodity decreases due to increase in the money income of consumers, such goods are known as inferior goods. So inferior goods is a good where there exists inverse or negative or indirect relation between income of the consumer and its quantity demanded. Okay, so define given goods. So given goods is also very important concept. It was asked in 2017 and 2019. See, in case it is such a good which violates the law of demand, because the law of demand states inverse relation between price and quantity demanded, but given goods is such a class inferior goods where you find positive relation between price and its quantity demanded. Given goods are those goods whose demand increases when its price increases and decreases when its price decreases. So it is such a good where law of demand does not follow. Okay, a good is said to be given good to an individual if an individual purchases more units of the goods as its price rises and vice versa. For a given goods, there exists a direct relation between price and its quantity demanded. Okay, so it may be the last questions. Mention two exceptions to the law of demand. There are various exceptions to the law of demand. Exception to the law of demand means those situations where the law of demand is not applicable. One is the given goods, which you first discussed. In given goods, the law of demand is not applicable because here demand increases when price increases and demand decreases when price decreases. So it does not follow the law of demand. In case of given goods, the demand curve slopes upward, that is positively sloped. And ignorance of the consumer. See, if the consumers are not aware of the prevailing market price, at what price it is being sold in the market, then he may purchase more of the commodity even when his price is higher. And necessities of goods. See, there are some goods in our daily life which you consume at a fixed quantity. So we will not purchase more or less of it when its price rises or decreases. So in case of necessities like medicines, rice, wheat, uh, law of demand is not applicable. So these are the basic concepts, are the important questions regarding from the chapter's demand. So I apologize my mistakes, that it is definitely a technical mistake. So I began preparing this video. So hope uh, you will consider the technical errors, and please show your love, your affections by following me, writing comments, subscribing my channel. Goodbye.